Hi, and welcome to my channel. I'm Joan, and this is Joan's Pointed Plate. I would like to start out by saying thank you to Carrie over at Weight Watchers with Carrie for hosting this collaboration. This was a fun one. All the ladies that are part of the collab are linked in the description box below. Please go visit their channels, watch their videos. If you love their content, which I'm sure you will, subscribe to them, hit the notification bell, give them a thumbs up, and leave them a comment. Same thing for me. If you're new to my channel, I hope you enjoy it, and if you do, please hit that subscribe button. And this was an awesome collab to do. Carrie had a fantastic idea in the 1 bag of groceries and 5 dinners. I will say it was challenging. I did find the largest reusable grocery bag that I had to do my shopping trip with. And I will say I cheated just a tiny bit. One of the dinners that I made for this, you'll see it, it's the chicken strips. We're having a bunch of roasted vegetables with that. A friend of mine gifted me some butternut squash, some asparagus, and some zucchini. And I needed to use those up before they went south. So I did roast those up and use them. So they were not in my original grocery bag. They definitely would have fit. They would have been spilling over the top, but they would have fit. So there was a little bit of a cheat there. Anyway, that's all. We're gonna get cooking, and I will show you the 5 dinners I made out of the 1 bag of groceries. And once again, Carrie, thank you so much for inviting me to this and for hosting it. It was a lot of fun. Okay, let's get started on showing you everything that fit into my 1 bag. Granted, it is a pretty big reusable shopping bag, but everything did fit. We have sweet potatoes, eggs. Now I will have a disclaimer, some of this stuff I did not purchase. I already had it at home and I didn't want to repurchase it, so I just took it out of the cabinets and out of the refrigerator and put it in the bag, but it did all fit. I have chicken and more chicken in the bottom. I have a bag of shrimp. Panko breadcrumbs. The panko breadcrumbs are for the chicken tenders. The shrimp is for the shrimp tacos. Chicken is for 3 different dishes: the barbecue peach chicken, the chicken tenders, and the other chicken dish, the chicken bubble up casserole. Skip the sandwich wraps. These are for the shrimp tacos. We have radishes and cilantro, also for the fish tacos. Soy sauce, that is for the orange chicken. We have salsa, that is for the Mexican cauliflower rice. It just dawned on me that the cauliflower rice is not in the bag because it is in the freezer, but it would definitely fit in the bag. We have some green chilies, 3 cans of the green chilies. They are for the cauliflower rice and the bubble up. Cream cheese I already had on hand, that's why it's open. The cream cheese is for the green chili bubble up. Sugar-free peach preserves for the peach barbecue chicken. Block of Cabot cheese, that is for one of the recipes. I don't remember which one. I think the green chili bubble up, maybe. Bag of rice. We're going to serve the orange chicken over rice. 2 limes, and that's for the tacos. Some teriyaki sauce that I already had in the fridge, that's why it's half empty. That is for the orange chicken. Milk. Sour cream for the tacos. Greek yogurt for the chicken strips. a can of buttermilk biscuits, and this is for the green chili bubble up. Chicken stock for one of the recipes, I believe the orange chicken. Orange juice in can, concentrate, because I thought it was smaller than buying a big thing of orange juice and not being able to fit it in the bag. That's for the orange chicken. Tomato paste. Bacon. Bacon is for the green chili bubble up. More chicken. More chicken. And last but not least, and I already had these in the fridge, carrots for the tacos, the shrimp tacos. You make it's for a carrot and radish slaw to go on top. So there it is, my empty bag, my one bag, and my 5 dinners. Orange chicken over rice, shrimp tacos, peach BBQ chicken, green chili bubble up, and easy faux fried chicken strips. These will be the 5 dinners that I will be preparing for you out of one shopping bag. So tonight's dinner is dinner number 1 out of 5 from one bag of groceries, and it is going to be shrimp tacos. The original recipe came from HelloFresh, and it was for fish tacos. And you know, HelloFresh gives you the recipe, so I did save that recipe because we enjoyed it very much. And I've adapted it a little bit over time, and tonight I adapted it by making shrimp tacos instead of fish tacos, and I think we are absolutely going to love it. So let's get started on our shrimp tacos. To make the pickled veggies for the fish tacos, I just took about 6 radishes and sliced them thinly, and 2 carrots and peeled them, and then using a peeler I made them into thin ribbons. And to that I'm just going to add a teaspoon of sugar and the juice of a lime. If you juice the lime through your fingers like this, if there's any seeds, they'll come out in your hand and not in your limes or lemons, not into your food. And then I'm going to give this a good stir, and then it's just going to sit and pickle while we prepare everything else. And we'll just set that aside. Okay, and for the rest of the shrimp tacos, I have 2 pounds of shrimp. They're large shrimp that I cut into 2 or 3 pieces. And then I sprinkled some blackened seasoning over the top of them. Mix them up so they were all coated, and I will set these aside until I am ready to cook those. I have some cilantro chopped in a bowl and some lime wedges. Next thing I'm going to do is cook up the shrimp in a skillet on the stove until it is cooked through. And then to serve them, all you need to do is get out your tortilla, a little bit of sour cream, a little bit of the veggies, some shrimp, sprinkle of cilantro, and a squeeze of lime. That's all there is to it. I will show you when these are all plated up. And here is what it looks like all plated up. It is 0 points for everything inside the taco, including the sour cream. It is fat-free sour cream, and I made sure I measured it out how much I was going to use for all of my tacos, and it is 0 points. And then it is 1 point for the wrap. I thought I had the cauliflower rice in the freezer, and I couldn't find it. So I ended up making real rice. So I took 3/4 of a cup of the rice. Everything else that's in it is 0. It is just salsa, a can of chili, diced green chili peppers, a little bit of homemade taco seasoning, and some cilantro. So the only thing I have to count is the rice, and I did take 3/4 of a cup of that. So would have been 0 if I had found the cauliflower rice, but I'm not a big fan of that to begin with, but I thought with all the flavors in it, it might be good. So anyway, there is dinner number 1 of 5 dinners and 1 bag. Okay, so tonight is dinner 2 out of 5 from 1 bag of groceries. Tonight, I am making a loose interpretation of a recipe I found on the Pound Dropper website. It is the Bubble Up Jalapeno Popper Chicken Casserole. I am not using jalapenos. I'm not making 2-ingredient dough for it. I'm switching up the cheese a little bit, so it's a very loose interpretation of it, but I will show you how I'm going to make it. In this saucepan, I have 2 ounces of fat-free cream cheese and 2 ounces of 1/3 reduced fat cream cheese. I have 1 can of the Healthy Request cream of chicken soup and 1 can of diced chilies, diced green chilies. I am going to heat this over medium heat until the cream cheese melts and it gets all nicely combined. Okay, now that it is all smooth and combined and melted, we are going to take our chicken and fold that in. The recipe calls for 2 cups of chicken. This is about 4. I figure I'll bulk it up a little bit. And then I'm just going to fold this in until it's all combined with the sauce. Next, I have 1 ounce of shredded Cabot 75% reduced fat cheddar cheese. I'm going to mix that in until it's all combined. And then I'm going to add 1/2 cup of skim milk and mix that well. And that is all we need to add to the sauce. Okay, in a 9x13 pan sprayed with non-stick cooking spray, I have 1 can, 7.5 ounce can of buttermilk biscuits. I cut them in half and then cut each half into 8 pieces and put them in the pan. And then I'm going to take the chicken mixture and pour that over the top and spread it out so it's nice and even. Right over the biscuits. Smells absolutely delicious. This is a new recipe for us. I've never made it before, so I'm hoping it's good. Okay, and to that, I'm going to take 4 pieces of center cut bacon that I cooked crisp in the microwave and then chopped, and I'm going to just sprinkle that over the top of the entire casserole. And this will get baked at 350 degrees for 30 to 35 minutes. I will be back to show you what it looks like when it's all done and plated up. Well, I said I would be back to show you when I came out of the oven and it was plated up. Everybody, including myself, dug in so quickly and it was so delicious. I totally forgot to video it, but this is what it looks like. It was absolutely delicious and everyone loved it. Highly recommend it. This recipe comes out to 6 freestyle points per serving. The casserole makes 6 servings. Hello and welcome back to dinner number 3 of 5 from 1 bag of groceries. Tonight we will be having peach BBQ chicken with roasted sweet potatoes and steamed broccoli. So let's get started, get those sweet potatoes prepped and then the chicken prepped. Here is our sweet potatoes ready to go in the oven. I just peeled them, cubed them, drizzled them with olive oil and some sea salt, and they will go in a 400-degree oven for about 35 minutes or so. That depends on how firm or how soft you like them. And now I'll show you what we're gonna do with the chicken. Okay, for our chicken, in this bowl, we have 1 cup of sugar-free peach preserves, a tablespoon of dry mustard, a tablespoon and a half of soy sauce, a couple cloves of garlic, salt, pepper, and a tiny pinch of cayenne pepper. We're gonna whisk that all together, and that is gonna be the sauce for our chicken. On our chicken, we have chicken breast, and then I have some barbecue seasoning that I'm going to rub on both sides. These will go on the grill, and when they have just a few minutes left to cook on each side, then we will brush the sauce on them and let them finish cooking. You don't want to do the sauce too soon because the sugar in it, it will burn. So we will do that towards the end. I will show you what it looks like. And here is the plated up dinner, the peach barbecue chicken. That is 1 point for that. And on the side are 4 ounces of roasted sweet potatoes for 4 points and for steamed broccoli for 0 points. That is dinner number 3 out of 5 out of 1 shopping bag. So tonight is dinner number 3 of 5 from 1 bag of groceries. And tonight we are making orange chicken out of the new Hungry Girl Simply 6 cookbook. So I will show you real quickly how to put that together. Okay, here we have, I doubled the recipe. The recipe is originally written for 2 servings. I doubled it. So in here we have 5 tablespoons of flour. It calls for whole wheat flour. I just have white flour. I have 20 ounces of boneless, skinless chicken cut into bite-sized pieces. Oh, in this flour, I also have garlic powder and ginger. And then in here, I just have a beaten egg. And what we're going to do is we're going to coat the chicken in the egg and then into the flour. I have these backwards, and then put it on our baking sheet. And we're going to bake it until it's done and then make the sauce. I'm going to go wash my hands and we will get started. Okay, so I am just going to take the chicken, put it in the egg, dredge it in the flour, and put it on our sheet that has been coated with non-stick cooking spray. Throw a couple in at a time here. And I'm going to do that until all the pieces are done, and we will get it in the oven and let it cook, and I will show you how to make the orange chicken sauce. Okay, so now we are going to make the sauce for our orange chicken. We have orange juice, that last tablespoon of flour, the last of the garlic and the ginger in the bowl, and we're just going to mix that together. And then I'm going to add in 1/3 cup plus 1 tablespoon of teriyaki sauce. Mix this all up, and then I'm going to microwave it for about 1 minute on high until the sauce is hot and thickened. Okay, our chicken is done and it is in a bowl. I'm weighing it out so I know exactly what a serving is. Our sauce is out of the microwave. I'm going to pour the sauce over the chicken. And I'm going to gently toss it just to make sure all the pieces are coated. And it has come out to 875 grams. So I will divide that by 4 so I know exactly how much serving you get. And this will be 4 Smart Points. I'm going to serve it over rice, probably for myself a 1/2 cup. For 3 Smart Points, for a total dinner of 7 smart points. I will show you what it looks like when it is all plated up. And here it is plated up. It is the Hungry Girl Orange Chicken from the Simply 6 cookbook. That is 4 freestyle smart points over a half a cup of rice for 3 freestyle smart points. So it is a 7 freestyle smart point dinner. You can also put chopped green onion, some scallions on the top, but we're not big fans of it, so I topped it with 0 points worth of sesame seeds. Hope you enjoyed this dinner number 4 out of 5. Okay, tonight's dinner is dinner number 5 of 5 from One Bag of Groceries. And once again, I will be making a recipe out of the Hungry Girl Simply 6 cookbook. This cookbook is fantastic. Just give a quick plug for it. There are so many great recipes in here, and I cannot wait to try a whole bunch more. If you're interested in it, there's a link down in the description box to Amazon, and you can check that out. What I like about Hungry Girl, she is not sponsored by Weight Watchers, so she cannot put the smart points in the book, but on her website, she has all the smart points for all of her cookbooks, and you can print them out. And then I just print them out, highlight what I want to make, and I just stick it in the back of the book. So it's fantastic. But we will be using this tonight to make the easy faux fried chicken strips. The recipe does call to make them in the oven, but I have a bunch of vegetables roasting in both my ovens right now. Friend of mine had a bunch of produce extra and dropped off some asparagus, zucchini, and something else, butternut squash, earlier in the week, and I needed to use it up. So I've got both ovens going with vegetables roasting. So I am going to make these in my air fryer. I think they'll come out fantastic. So let's get started on the chicken strips. Okay, so I thought I had the camera turned on, and I did not. So I was talking to myself, apparently. We missed the first part of the recipe, but that's okay, it was so easy. So what I did is I took a half a cup of non-fat Greek yogurt, plain Greek yogurt, put it in a bowl, and mixed in a 1/4 teaspoon of paprika. Mix that together, and then I had 1 pound of boneless, skinless chicken breasts that I cut into pieces like strips, and put them in the Ziploc bag, and then put the Greek yogurt mixture in the bag, squished it all around to make sure they were all coated, got all the air out of the bag, and I will put this in the fridge to marinate for at least an hour. I think it'll definitely be in there for at least an hour. I think next time I would probably do it overnight. I just kind of didn't do that last night because why would I think ahead? Silly me. But anyway, this is going to go in and marinate, and then I will be back to show you what we're going to do with them. Okay, we are going to start breading our chicken tenders. In this dish, I have a half a cup of panko breadcrumbs mixed with 1 tablespoon of dried minced onion, a teaspoon of garlic powder, a little tiny bit of salt because someone warned me that it was a really salty recipe, and then a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper mixed together. And then we're just going to take our tenders, shake off any excess yogurt if there's too much, bread them, and then I am going to put them right into my air fryer basket that I sprayed with non-stick cooking spray. I will probably not be able to fit all 12 into my air fryer basket. I will probably have to do them in batches. So I will be back to show you what they look like when that first batch comes out. And here is dinner number 5 out of 5 from One Bag. These are our easy faux fried chicken strips. I also have some roasted butternut squash, some roasted zucchini, and some roasted asparagus. I will count those probably as 1 point just because of the olive oil used to roast them. But 3 chicken strips is 1 freestyle smart point. Pretty good dinner for just 2 smart points. I also have some Skinny Kitchen Ranch and some of my homemade honey mustard that we will be using to dip the chicken strips into. So that is it, everyone. 5 nights of dinners from One Bag of Groceries. I hope you enjoyed this collab, and I wanted to thank Carrie again for inviting me to participate. It was a lot of fun and it was a challenge. So don't forget, check the description box below. Everyone that was involved in this will be linked below. You can go and see what they were able to do with one bag of groceries for 5 days. Don't forget, subscribe, like, comment, hit the notification bell. You know what to do. Take it easy, and I hope to see you soon.